pastas, cereals, even sauces, there's no shortage of goods that arrive on BC grocery store shelves by rail.
There is some real challenges in regards to availability of product.
Michael Graydon represents many manufacturers from central Canada who ship their goods west. If a commercial rail shutdown does happen, he says it wouldn't take long before those products go out of stock.
We have built up some inventories in Western Canada, but you're looking at maybe a week or two worth of incremental inventory.
The looming job action comes as negotiations have stalled between thousands of unionized rail workers and their employers, Canadian National Railway and Canadian Pacific Kansas City. Both companies have issued lockout notices that could begin on Thursday. The Teamsters Union has served a 72-hour strike notice to CPKC. Canada's Labour Minister says he will meet with both sides this week and push them to find deals. If there is a shutdown, shipping goods to the West Coast by truck could lead to higher grocery prices.
When you look at packaged goods or consumer goods that travel from central Canada to the West Coast, it's the equivalent of 20,000 truckloads a week. We don't have the incremental truck capacity to compensate.
Graydon warns it could also lead some customers to hoard, a problem not seen since the early days of the pandemic. Manufacturers have already stopped shipping some perishable items like milk and hazardous materials like fertilizer. Then there's the looming impact on public transit like the West Coast Express, which carries thousands of commuters a day on CPKC-owned rail lines.
If a work stoppage happens on the railways, people are not going to be able to get to work. That affects employees, and it also affects employers as well.
Cascading problems these industry leaders hope can be avoided. They're calling on Ottawa to step in and mediate negotiations, but the clock is ticking. Jon Hernandez, CBC News, Vancouver.